6'3" linebacker from Los Alamitos, a sophomore, with a great pick. Gibson was in a lot of trouble, and I knew once he let that ball go, it was a bad thing because he was on his way down. He just kind of threw it wildly. Unfortunate for East LA because Cerritos is now in business, 1st and 10 at the East LA 26-yard line. The fake twice, Booth with the run, and Booth gets about 8 yards on the carry, maybe 7. See where they spot it. He's inside the 20 at the 19. 8-yard pickup on the run. So it'll be second, call it a long 2. And Cerritos on the march. They're up 3-0. We're just underway here in the first quarter of play. Cerritos, 4-0 on the season. Starting off this game pretty well. Pass out in the flat is complete. And not quite in the end zone, out at the 2-yard line. Nice catch there by Jason Doss. And Doss gets it out to the 2. It'll be 1st and goal for Cerritos. Good play calling so far by Cerritos here in the first quarter of play. Mixing it up very well with the run and the pass, some misdirection, going play action. They're not trying to just pound it in. They're not just trying to exert their will. Little fake. Incomplete. Simpson throws into the end zone. It'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 2. Keyshawn Abreu was the intended receiver on that one from Losingser High. Looks like Simpson had some time, but it just didn't go right. Now they're in a short I formation to give the Booth. Booth finds the end zone. Touchdown, Cerritos. So a 2-yard touchdown run, and Cerritos brought in a nut back. I think it was Darius Lawson that came in there. And Cerritos up 9-0, and the extra point will be attempted right now. Abraham Delgadillo will attempt the extra point. Alfred Bobadilla will hold. And check that. That's Mas Borquez from Mayfair with the extra point. And Cerritos up 10-0 with 10:57 left here in the first quarter of play. So Cerritos not wasting any time coming out here, marching downfield. Got the field goal first. Got down to the 6-yard line. Had to put it up. And this time on the interception, they take it from the 26 down to the 2. And get in this time. Booth with a 2-yard touchdown run. And that is the scoring so far in the first 4 minutes. The Huskies have to get some footing now. They don't want this one getting out of hand too quickly. Jalen Moore's deep. He's had a couple returns. And this will go into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Huskies. They'll bring it out to the 20-yard line. So Terrence Gibson will try to get something going here. This is their second possession. The last one ended up in an interception. I think his coaches might have talked to him when they were off the field about just eating the ball, throwing it out of bounds, man. That was just a bad pass. Trying to make something happen. Sometimes it's not the best thing. Gibson hands off. And a nice run there. This is Jake Hostetter, a freshman. Excuse me. Hostetter with a good run. That was 24-yard gain. On first down. Here we go, first down again. Hostetter again. This time he runs into a brick wall, gets 2, maybe 3 yards on the spot. And they'll bring up second down, 7. Coach Bobby Godinez over on the Husky sideline, the head coach. Making sure the play's called proper, and here we go. The give this time goes to number 8, Josiah Sheffield, and Sheffield gets a pretty good little gain. About 4 yards, bring up third down, 3rd and 4. This is a big third down play here for the Huskies. They're moving the ball pretty well right now, mostly on the ground. The pitch this time. Going to be close. I think he got it, but we'll see what they say. Was that Jake Hostetler again? Trying to get a number. It's number 18. It's DeAndre Knox. It's from Rockwood Summit, Missouri. Long way from home. They come from all over the country to play here in Southern California. Must be the weather. First down 10. High snap. Gibson going to pick it up and try to make a play. His best play is to throw it out of bounds. Nice run. Reverses his field, and he turns it up here. He may have something going. But, oh, my. He went about 50 yards just to lose 8. It was a high errant snap. Went about 20 feet over his head. Landed in the end zone just about. All right, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it went pretty far back there, man. And normally your coach just wants you to fall on it and procure the ball, but I think he realized that ball went so far over his head it was just a sprint to the ball, and those linemen were not going to beat Gibson to the ball. No way. And give him enough time to turn it up and start dodging, juking, and jiving and getting his way back out to the 47-yard line. 2nd and 17. Gibson throws. Pass is complete. And the ball is now going to be in Falcon territory down to the 44-yard line. Nice pass by Gibson. Brown on the receiving end. So now it's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Huskies. So this is their best 9-yard play right here. That's all they need. Hostetter in the backfield with Gibson. Gibson looking. Throws it, and it's picked off again. And who is this? They finally bring him down as he crossed the 35. Interception. And Rodriguez Brown with the interception. And Cerritos is in business. That's the 2nd turnover for East LA. Cerritos capitalized with a touchdown last time they turned it over. And the Falcons back in business. It was Evan Rodriguez, the free safety from St. Anthony, by the way, on that pick. They give the Booth. Booth takes off. Picks up close to a 1st down on that carry. Yes, he did. 10-yard gain, 1st down. So the Falcons come out with their balanced attack. They run. They throw well. Mixing it up pretty good so far today. Defensively, the defensive backs have been all over it. They're just hawking the ball tonight. In the eye with Booth is Simpson. Simpson gives a Booth. Booth breaks a tackle, spins, pushed out of bounds at the 42-yard line of the Huskies. And they threw a flag. You really hate to see that flag come right now if you're East LA, because the play was pretty much over, but I'll tell you what, you get to that sideline, sometimes you don't realize how close you are. You really don't. And that adrenaline takes over. You're going to be pushing people, but it's a personal foul against the Huskies. They're going to mark off 15 yards from the end of that run at the 42. So it's going to take it way down inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. That's an untimely penalty right there for the Huskies. They have to abate those mistakes in this game. They're already down 2 turnovers, and Cerritos looking to capitalize on another one. Simpson looking downfield. Pass incomplete. Intended receiver was Doss. And it'll bring up 2nd and 10. This Cerritos team is pretty scary. They're one of the top teams in the state right now. I think they're ranked number 3 or 4 of the JC Gridwire. And they win this game handily. I think they can get into the national picture pretty quick. Again, in the eye. Tight end in motion. They give the Booth again. Booth spins, hits the wall, and then he turns it around and goes. There's a penalty, however. And I think we might have a holding inside. And that's why when he hit the wall, he was able to spin and go. And we'll see what the call is. The flag was thrown at the 30-yard line. That's right at the line of scrimmage. Personal foul against East LA. Face mask. And it's not an inadvertent face mask, because that would be a 5-yard penalty. No. They're going for the full Monty on this one, I think. This could take half the distance to the goal line, I think. Yep. So the ball spotted at the 9. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 9. Wow. All right, Cerritos on 1st and goal. Fumble, they have a new back in there. And did East LA recover? No, no, they did. We'll see who got that. Wow. Quincy Ivory with the fumble recovery. Cerritos came in with a new back. That was Travis Davis, and Davis fumbled the football. So a turnover by the Falcons is a big break for the Huskies with 5:22 left. Cerritos up 10-0. Man, you talk about dodging a bullet. The Falcons were just marching. Hustetter in the backfield, along with Gibson. And we have a pass completion. Went to the tight end. Rene Zaldivar from Los Altos High School. Played at Northern Arizona last year. First and 10. Gibson again with a pass out into the flat. Pass complete. Goes to number 15. That's Tyson Schilling. And Schilling picks up about 5, maybe 6 yards. Schilling gets out to the 36-yard line. So both these teams move the ball, but you would expect it. Both teams average about 37 points a game. Cerritos 38 and East LA 36.5 points a game, so they're dead even offensively. We haven't seen it, but here we go. Foot race to the end zone. That's Gibson, the quarterback, or check that, Terrence Gibson. And it's a touchdown. Wow. There's a flag back, but I haven't seen it. So where is the flag? That's going to be terrible if they call this back, and they're going to call it back. It's going to go against the Huskies. Man, Gibson just motored. So they're going to already marking off the penalty. And that's terrible to see, man. That's just a backbreaker right now for the Huskies. You have your quarterback, taking it down the sideline for a long touchdown run, and then they have a holding penalty. And they're going to bring it back all the way back to the 34-yard line of the Huskies. You got to really watch it. The rule of thumb is to stop blocking when you can see the rear end of anybody who has the ball. Just stop blocking. Don't have to hold, push, anything. No blocking in the back. Gibson now. Busted play. He takes it for 3 yards. Gibson's quite the athlete. I mean, there's a guy there who's he feels the pressure. They got a hand on him, and he just rolls out of it, picks up 3 yards. Now, he did throw an interception one time when he was grabbed, but I think he learns to tuck it and go now. Don't throw the ball. Not in control. Don't toss it. 3rd down, 7. And it's a long 7. Gibson looking to pass, throws downfield, has his man wide open, and he has to change up to catch that ball. So then the give to Hayes, and Hayes runs into a stone wall. Lost his shoe, too. He's got to put it on. Now they got to drag him out. Booth back in the ball game, a tailback position. So 1 yard gain, bring up 2nd and 9. Clock running, 2:55 to go here in the first quarter. Jordan Simpson at quarterback. Half of a play action pass, and he throws it away, and wisely so. He got nailed the minute he let that go. He was already going down as he threw it. I know East LA's calling for intentional grounding, and there really wasn't anybody within 15 yards of that football, and I agree with them. The Huskies' argument is valid. There was nobody over here. Incomplete pass stops the clock. 3rd down, 9. It's obviously passing situation. Huskies are going to rush 3 guys. Everybody else is back. They got 8 men back, so pass is complete. 1st down. Great reception there. Nice grab. Wow. Jesse on Doss. And so Doss gets the 1st down in Tusky territory at the 47. I really like the Cerritos College offense. They're very consistent. Just mixing it up. The Huskies have played a pretty good game. You take away that one turnover that they converted. They've had 2, but one of them was converted into points. Little play action. Pass out in the flat to Booth is complete. He catches it at the 38, and they finally bring him out of bounds at the 32. Nice catch there. Making the stop, Vincent Parra for the Huskies. 1st down, Cerritos. So the Falcons are driving. The ball's at the 32-yard line. And I believe Hayes is in the backfield now for Cerritos. pass is incomplete. Pass was just a little bit far, intended for Jacob Lehigh. He's from Lucerna, sophomore, tight end. Incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10. Ball at the 32-yard line. The view up here tonight is tremendous, man. You can see the mountains, the hills up there in Whittier and Hacienda Heights. You can see all the way down Orange County. You can see Silverado Canyon from here as the officials stop the play. It's an obvious procedure penalty against Cerritos. They'll march off 5 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 15. But you can see everywhere. I'm sure I stick my head out, I can see Catalina over there as well. But just a beautiful night tonight. You can see everywhere. Amazing. So the Falcons now 2nd and 15. 2 backs. Got Booth in motion. Pass is complete. Oh, nice hit. Nice stop as well. Well, on the receiving end of that one, and that blow is Doss. Wow, that tackle, too, by Williams was pretty good over the middle. Just hammered him. Doss got up after a 6-yard gain. There was a lot of moving parts on that play. You had Booth going out to the far side of the field. Everybody was going to the far side, and then Doss just crossed over the opposite way coming to the near side, and, man, he got trucked, but he got 6 yards. 3rd and 9 now. Pass is, wow, was fumbled on the sack, but Booth picked it up real quick. And after about a 3-yard loss, it's going to bring up a 4th down. I don't know what the foot of the Cerritos College kicker, what his distance is, but from here, they're going to go for it. Because it'd be about a 50-yarder otherwise. They're going for it. 3 receivers out wide to the far side, 2 to the near side. Timeout's called by the Huskies. Oh, the quarter ended. I'm sorry. Looked like the ref was pointing towards the Husky sideline. Timeout on the field as the first quarter ends 10-0 in favor of Cerritos. Part of the Cerritos took the opening drive, got a field goal out of it, and they got as close as the 6-yard line. Actually, they kicked that one from the 2. The 6-yard line was when they got the interception, and they started the drive on the 26-yard line, and got a touchdown from 2 yards out. Booth running it in. The extra point good. 10-0 is the score. East LA's been a high-flying team, man. These guys score points, and don't think they may not light it up before the night's over. They average 37 points a game, and they allow 24. Cerritos scores 38 points a game and allows 24. There's no difference. None. They both run efficiently. They both pass efficiently. They both have a good balance. So even though Cerritos leads 10-0, that's nothing. They got to get up by at least 20 to be comfortable. There's no comfortability right now. None. So the Falcons on 4th down are going to go for it. 4th and 11. They're going to throw. They did change the play call. Instead of 5 out, they're sending 4. And sacked. Simpson. A lot of talking by the defensive line, and, you know, that was a great sack and all, but you don't have to do all that dance and all that extracurricular stuff. That'll get you a penalty. Gator Emmanuel Cade, a defensive lineman. He's from Iowa, Liberty University, with the sack. Got to keep rolling. So the Huskies will take over on downs, 1st and 10. They have it at the 35-yard line, their own. Gibson throws out in the flat, and the pass is caught by number 3. That's Kalani Washington. Washington fights his way for a couple yards. At the end of the first quarter, Jordan Simpson, 5 for 11 for 98 yards. Devon Booth carried 7 times for 47 yards. And unfortunately for Terrence Gibson, he's 4 of 8 for 33 yards and 2 picks. Cerritos has 1 fumble, so 2 turnovers to 1, and the score's 10-0. On 2nd down. Pass over to middle's caught right at midfield. Nice catch there by number 7. That's Bridges. And Bridges gets the first down. So the ball's at the 49-yard line, 1st and 10. Jake Hostetter in the backfield. Terrence Gibson at quarterback. Hostetter gets the call. Running for the chains for the far sideline. Runs out of bounds, short of the first down marker. 5-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 5. East LA would love nothing more than to take this long drive and pop it in. Cut this lead down. Still a ton of time here left in the second quarter. Hostetter in the background again. Gibson in the shotgun. Little play action fake. Pass is thrown. It's a perfect pass. Just good defense. That's all. Great defensive play there. That's Rodriguez Brown. Or check that. Yeah, that is Rodriguez Brown. He's also a kick returner. He's from Los Altos. And it'll bring up now, what, 3rd down? 3rd and 5. Again, they're waiting. East LA's getting the call from the sideline from the white glove guy. Carrying all the plays on the side, man. Looks like a mime out there on the sideline. Gibson again, plenty of time. The defense finally breaks. Gibson's running for his life. Nice cut, two spin moves, and he gets a first down. What a play. I thought he was had back at the 50, and he turns it into a big gain, and he's down inside the 35 to the 33, but he's slow getting up. 2 awesome spin moves by Gibson, getting away from the defense, getting upfield, and he is slow getting up. He's going to have to take a breather here. I know I'd have been tired after this run, but I don't think fatigue's this factor here. I don't think this is what it is. I think he got popped. They're looking at his ankle. He's fine. I'm sure he's going to be back. He's going to have to come out for a play, though. He doesn't have a choice in that. So if he doesn't come back in, we'll see who they bring in. Either Quincy Ivory or Frank Alvarez. We'll see who they bring. Okay. Gibson has to take a play off. Pass is thrown. Pass is caught. Touchdown. But there is a flag, and we'll have to see what happens. Wow, what a play. That is Frank Alvarez. He's only thrown one pass all season. One pass, one complete. 21-yard gain, and this one was this good? Yep, defensive interference is the call. So it'll be declined by East LA, and they got a touchdown. How do you do? Frank Alvarez, also a freshman, just walks in and just tosses a bomb right on the money. Might want to play him the rest of the game. Throwing one pass and getting a touchdown like that. And right away, just like that, as we wait for the extra point, looks good. It is good. All right, so now it's cut to 3. It's 10-7 with 11:56 to go. And this is exactly what the Huskies needed. They had the answer. Stop turning the ball over. So the Huskies rejuvenated. I'm sure we're going to see Gibson back in the ball game. It seemed like it was maybe an ankle injury of some kind, but he walked off under his own power, and he was not limping. And oftentimes, especially with your quarterbacks and your best athletes, they're not going to let anybody know they're hurt. They're not going to show it. They feel like crying and screaming because it hurts, but they're not going to show it. They're just going to walk off like ain't no thing. And I think we're going to see Gibson back. The Falcons now receive the ball. We got Bates dropping deep. And the ball's kicked to Miner's side of the field, and it goes into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. So they'll bring the ball out to the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 for Cerritos. Last couple of times the Falcons have had the ball, they scored on their first 2 possessions. After that, it's kind of gone radio silent here. They did have a turnover on a fumble, and that was off another turnover by the Huskies. So this game is far, far, far from over. I tell you, these two teams can light it up. The defenses aren't bad. 24 points a game allowing is not bad when your team's scoring 38 a game. That means everybody's getting some work in. That's what it means. There's a little. It's not so much a reverse, but it was like kind of like a wildcat. And that's number 4. That's Michael Bruner, a wide receiver. He's a freshman from Long Beach, Wilson. So after an 8-yard gain, the ball will be brought out to the 20. What is that? The 20. Excuse me. That's the 33-yard line. That'll be 2nd down and 2 now. Now, if I'm Cerritos, this is an obvious passing down. I mean, with 2nd and short, you can go deep, but they bring in a couple of tailbacks. We'll see if one goes in motion. Nope, they give the Booth, and Booth is stuck right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. Bring up 3rd down now and 2. I like the way that Falcon in the field has evolved over time with this new field. You know, this is a new field they put in. They used to have, like having this turf now everybody's got. And the Falcon they've drawn out there looks a little bit different than it did on grass when they had to paint the grass all the time out here. Third down short, pass is complete to Doss, and it's a 1st down. Doss ran a smart route. He ran about 3 yards past the 1st down marker, then came back to the ball, but he was still, when he received it, he was still, in front of the 1st down marker. A lot of guys will come back to the ball, and they'll get nailed where they catch it. No 1st down, but he ran beyond the marker. First and 10 for the Falcons. There at the 37-yard line in the eye. They give the Doss. Doss follows a couple of blockers as he crosses the 40 out to the 41-yard line. He's brought down. 4-yard gain. Actually, they're going to spot it 5-yard gain, be 2nd and 5 now. Cerritos in the eye. The give again, the Doss. Oh, excuse me, that's not Doss. That's Devon Booth. Booth wrapped up. Might have lost a half a yard. Certainly didn't gain anything on that play, so it'll bring up, or check that. Let's see what they're doing here. Officials still haven't spotted the ball yet. Okay, the linesman now. He's standing there still. The ball's still not spot. It's a personal foul against Cerritos, and that's why. I didn't see the flag. So they're going to mark off the penalty. And it's going to go down to the 27-yard line. So Cerritos has quite a ways to go for that first down from a 2nd and 5. Now they're going to go to a 2nd and probably about 20. Pretty close to it. Yeah, 2nd and 20 now. Or make that 3rd and 20. And a loss of down, by the way. Obviously, the personal foul was after the play was dead. That's why they lost the down. Nice throw, a little too far there by Jordan Simpson. And just a little long, and the pass incomplete. Bates was the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a 4th and 20. The Falcons will kick. Falcon offense going a little stagnant right now. Nice kick. Got that away between two defenders in the muffed punt. And the smart thing to do was just curl up in a ball, man. And that's how you keep possession. That was Trey John Bridges from Hebron, Oklahoma. Huskies ball deep in their own territory at the 28. In the eye. Huskies send a man in motion. Stetler with the ball out to the 32, short gain. At halftime, the fans will get a treat. The Cerritos College cheerleaders are the national champions for 2002. Congratulations, man. That's hard to do. I'm telling you, man. I've seen these competitions. They're brutal. But the Lady Falcons, spot on. National champs. Congratulations to them. 2nd and 8, play action pass. Pass is incomplete. And can't really blame the turf for that, but that was number 11, Jalen Moore. Moore turned to make a cut and catch the ball, but he just slid. And he was there. He had his man beat. He turned around to come back for it, but when he tried to cut and come back, he just kept going. His feet kept going. 3rd down, 7. Obviously, passing situation. Pass is incomplete. A little high. And it's going to bring up 4th down, and the Huskies have to punt. Schilling was the intended receiver on that one, just over his head, a little too high for him. And as mentioned, the Huskies will have to punt the ball away. Their punter's big number 44, Daniel Barales, 6 foot, 280-pounder from La Habra. Played for Frank Mazzotta, who used to be his dad. Coach Mazzotta at Frankie at La Habra. His dad used to be the head coach here at Cerritos College for a long time, about 40 years. He's the 5th winningest coach of all time in community college football history when he retired. I don't know if it's been broken since then, but you know, he's slipped down a notch or two, but he was in the top 5. And there's the punt, and takes a Husky bounce, and it's still bouncing. Going to fall dead at the 35. 1st and 10 for Cerritos. 7:39 left. 10-7 ball game. If I'm the Falcons, I got to come away with points on this possession. The Huskies are gaining more and more confidence, and you never know what'll happen, man. You let people hang around too long, next thing you know, you're in trouble. So Booth and Simpson come out. Looks like a passing down. Nope, they give it to Booth. They had receivers out to the 2 out to the far, 2 out to the near. And Booth takes it up the gut. And it's a 5-yard gain, bring up 2nd and 5. Again, they lined it up, the same formation. We'll see if they run the ball again. Why not? Getting 5 yards a carry. Pass is blocked. Does it come down? No, it does not. It falls dead. Incomplete pass. I'll tell you, that play was set up for a run because the defense had 3 guys on the line. They were going to go with a 3-man front, and it was stacked heavy to the left side. So you only had 1 tackle on the right, which I would have run straight to that side. So it's 3rd down for the Falcons, 3rd and 5. Pass incomplete again, falls short. Going to bring a 4th down. Bates really disappointed he didn't get that ball. He had space, man. He had space to go. He had room. The Huskies have been going with a 3-man front and literally aren't lining up a tackle on the far side of the field. Kick is off. Fair catch is called for and received at the 21. 1st and 10 for the Huskies.
Fair catch made at the 21. That'll be 1st and 10, East Los Angeles.
So the Huskies going to have it 1st and 10 at the 20. They're spotting the chain at the 25, is it? There we go. Now they're bringing it down to the 21. The defense lined up at the 25. They thought that's where the ball is. Now they're going to walk it down to the 21. Finally spot the ball. Best case scenario for the Huskies is they take up 5 minutes, 6 minutes on this drive and punch something in before halftime. Little play action fake. Pass is incomplete. The ball's behind. There was no interference. I know number 11 Moore's calling for a penalty. There was nothing wrong with that play. The ball was just underthrown. And that's happening a lot right now. I don't know what the story is, but I think this defensive front are getting to the core. They're getting in the backfield and forcing some bad passes. Waiting for the calls to be called in. Second down, 10. Gibson. Pass complete. Moore has it. And we'll see what he got there. He got maybe 7. 7-yard gain. Should be a 3rd down and 3. And the Huskies waiting for the call to come in. Each call comes in from the sideline. Gibson looking, has time. Now he's being chased. Lets it flow into the flat. Passes complete to Stetler. And out of bounds after a nice gain. First down out to the 40. Gibson took his time. He got chased. Stetler got some room out in the flat. Caught the ball. Perfect play. 1st and 10 now at the 40-yard line. Clock is running. 5:47 left here in the first half. It's 10-7 Cerritos. So offset eye. Now they bring the receiver into the slot. Gibson's pass is complete. And it's going to go for a yard, maybe 2. Pass was he was stopped in bounds, so the clock continues to run. Clock's not a factor, though. It's 5 minutes, 5 and 11 left here. Again, the Huskies end up in an offset eye. This time the pitch. And the pitch, I believe that's Moore out there. Short gain. Not enough for a first down. Going to bring up 3rd down now. Now they say it's Knox on the run. It looked like 11. It was 81, actually. So it's 3rd down, 4 yards to go. And again, the whole team's watching the plays being called in. It takes time. They're looking. It doesn't seem like the Huskies substitute very much. They don't usually have a messenger coming in, dropping off the play, and then going out and executing. Pass out in the flat to Stetler is complete. Stetler still on his feet. Now we have a flag down after the first down. Flag was thrown kind of in an open area. We'll see what the call is. Possibly a hold. Legal block maybe. It's a holding call. It's going against the Huskies. It's going to negate the first down. And that's too bad because the pass was made already out in the flat. He was already pretty much even with the blockers and everybody, and they continue to play. So now instead of being a first down, it's going to be 3rd down and 11. Play again. They're still calling it from the sideline. Everybody's watching, even the defense. They're going to throw this ball. They got everybody out. Everybody's going. Gibson has everybody chasing him now. He had a couple receivers open, but he couldn't get it to him because he's running for his life. Gibson gets out to the 40. He's dropped, and it's going to bring up 4th down. They're going to have to punt the ball away to Cerritos. Cerritos going to get the ball with about 3 minutes left. Plenty of time. Plenty of time, especially with 3 timeouts remaining. That's like 10 minutes left in the half. Long count, trying to get the Falcons to jump. Nobody's biting. No fair catch. And the return continues to go. About a 12-yard return. Elijah Davis on the return for Cerritos. Got something going. It'll be 1st and 10 for Cerritos at the 42. They got 2:41 in which to work. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Both East LA and Cerritos have 3 timeouts remaining here in the half. Booth and Simpson in the backfield. The give is to Booth, breaks the tackle. They had him in the backfield, but he broke it. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. None. Good defense that time by the Huskies. There's a timing pattern. Didn't work out very good. Incomplete pass. That was intended for Noah Sanchez from Villa Park High School. That's a route where they throw to a spot. But, again, there must be something going on with that field because that's the third athlete I've seen tonight slip trying to make a cut. And I've never played on these synthetic fields before. They weren't invented yet. So I don't know what the deal is. But a lot of people slipping tonight. 3rd and 10. Play action pass. Pass is thrown deep. And it's incomplete. Wow, that was a good throw, too. Tyron Bates was the intended receiver. Didn't happen. That was Jalen Martin on the defensive end, running stride for stride. So Cerritos have to punt. They're going to get the ball back to ELAC with a minute 56 or so to go, with 3 timeouts remaining. Plenty of time, like I said, Cerritos had earlier. Nice high kick, which gives the defense time to defend it, and they do, like a pack of lions. Ball is down inside the 10 to the 9. That's a tough one. Got to give it to Bridges. Bridges wanted to take that one out, but he couldn't. The Falcons were just on him. You know, when you get a high kicker like that, he gives you time. That had so much hang time on it. I'm fair catching that stuff, man. So here we go. This is a long way to go, but stranger things have happened. Trust me. The give to Statler. Honstetter gets maybe a yard, be 2nd and 9. And now we have a timeout called, I believe, by East Los Angeles. No, Cerritos called the timeout with 1:37 to go. I'm thinking with this kind of time and you got them pinned, just drop everybody back. Nothing cheap. But obviously the defensive coordinator sees something and wants to talk about it. So a 10-7 game. The Huskies just need a big play right here. One big play, get a field goal, go into halftime 0-0 again because it'll be 10-10. So we'll be starting again where we started this game, 0. Nobody has an advantage. We'll see. It's a big order right now. So Terrence Gibson, of course, is back in the ball game. He went out with a little tweak earlier of his ankle. Gibson looking to throw. Has his man. Does he catch it? Yes, he did. No, he's saying out of bounds. Out of bounds. Official right on it. Pass was completed to Jalen Moore, but Moore couldn't stay in bounds. He went up high for it. I understand that. Incomplete pass will stop the clock with 1:30 left. And remember, ELAC has 3 timeouts remaining here in the half. They got to move the ball. They got to get a first down here. If they don't get a first down there, they have to kick it away. It'd be a gift to give it to Cerritos right here. They'll go down at least 13-7 if they go for it. Here we go. This better be your best 10-yard play. And he's sacked. That'll bring a 4th down. Good job for the Cerritos College defense on the sack there. That's McGraw. Mikey Chal McGraw. McGraw fired up as a sophomore out of Compton. Good size, 6'3", 250. And did not give Gibson even a chance. So the Falcons are going to get it back, and they're going to get it in very good field position. I know Daniel Burrell has a big foot, but I don't think it's that big. Falcon up back is standing at the 35-yard line. I have a feeling he's going to have to drop it back a little bit. But remember, the Huskies are kicking out of their own end zone. And a fair catch is called for and received at the 39-yard line, checked at the 38-yard line of the Huskies. So the Falcons got a minute 5 with 1 timeout left. And we'll see. We'll see what kind of leg the kicker has if they need it. The Falcons have only had to kick. They've attempted 3 field goals all season long. And there you see Booth. And Booth gets it down inside the 30 to 28. Very close to a first down. Matter of fact, I think he did get the first down. They're calling for the change to move. Clock is running with 54 seconds to go. Plenty of time, though, with still a timeout. I'm sure they want to save it in case they get down in field goal range. Pass is thrown. I'm sure it was going out of the end zone, but it's picked off. Was he in bounds? Yes, he was. It's going to be Huskies football. Pass is intercepted. And it looked to me like he had nothing. He was going to throw it out of the end zone. He gave it a big throw, but it wasn't enough, and it was just playing catch out there. So the Falcons squander a very, very opportune field position here. Enough to possibly go up by 6 instead. The Huskies get it back with 40 seconds. We have a couple of Falcons on the field laying down. We have an East LA player on the field. Simpson gets up the quarterback. He's the one that threw it. And again, he was trying to throw it away. It just didn't happen. And now getting up for East Los Angeles, I believe that's number 19. That's Emmanuel Cater, defensive lineman. He's had a couple sacks today. He's been all over the place on that defensive line. He's just banged up. He'll be back. Whenever these guys walk off under their own power like that, they're going to come back in the game, which is good. I like that rule where if you got an injury, you got to come out for a play at least. Part of that was by design because guys were faking injuries late in the game to stop the clock, you know, which was great. I did the same thing. But they had to curb that. Here we go, 1st and 10. Gibson looking. He's going to be sacked. Falcons getting a lot of sacks today. This sack this time for the Falcons. That's number 51 in there. Tupuola from Compton. 6'2", 315-pound sophomore. I wonder what that guy eats every day, man. I've talked to some of these guys. Guys tell me they eat a box of cereal for breakfast. Not a bowl, a box. Some guys eat 2 boxes. They eat out of saucepans and stuff like that. It's amazing talking to some of these guys. But at 6'3", 200 or 315 pounds, you got to sustain yourself, man. You got to eat something, right? So a box of Wheaties or 2 is a pretty good diet. I'll give you that. So we have a timeout on the field. There's 27 seconds left. And we have, 2 timeouts left for East Los Angeles, 1 timeout for the Falcons. Let's see where the ball is spotted. They haven't moved the chains yet. The ball's spotted at the 14, but the chains haven't moved. Okay, there we go. All right, so now 2nd and 15. The Huskies, I think I'd just run this clock out right now. Gibson going to run. He has to. There's a flag on the field. Again, at the line of scrimmage. Something happened on the line play, whether it's holding or an illegal block or whatever. They'll probably bring this back. Huskies can't buy a break. And from the way he's walking back, it's going against the Huskies. Holding. They don't give a number, but it's going against the Huskies, so they're going to push this back 5 yards. And now it's going to be 2nd and 20, at least. I'll check that. 10-yard, that's right. So all East Los Angeles has to do now is just hold on to the ball. Nothing crazy. There you go. Nice handoff. Hostetler with it. And, or check that, Honstetter. And the clock's just going to run out. That's going to do it here for the first half of play. The East LA Huskies just let time run out deep in their own end, which is probably smart. And Cerritos leads here at halftime, 10-7. We'll be back with second half action in just a little bit. The Falcons are teeing it up for the second half, and here's the kickoff. Moore with it at the 2-yard line. Moore trying to get to the outside across the 20 to the 30, and Moore is run out of bounds about the 32-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Huskies. The Falcons are up 10-7. This is a very, very close ball game. Both are being held below their averages in terms of scoring and defense right now. It's been a very, very tough ball game. Cerritos up to a 10-0 lead to start the ball game. things kind of cooled off in the second quarter for the Falcons, and the Huskies are able to take advantage of a turnover and get a touchdown. It's 10-7 as we start the third quarter of play. We'll give you some stats from the first half here in a couple seconds as we are setting up the first play for the second half. Gibson at quarterback. Hostetter in the backfield. Hostetter gets the carry, and he goes down after a yard gain. 2nd and 9. In the first half, well, let's talk about East Los Angeles first. Passing Terrence Gibson, 10 of 19, 2 interceptions, 73 yards. Longest pass of the day was 14 yards. Frank Alvarez, though, did come in to throw one pass, played one down, threw a touchdown on his only play, 34 yards when Gibson went down with a little ankle injury. Little play action pass, and pass is caught over the middle. And it is complete, and I believe that is number 7. These numbers are really weird out there for East Los Angeles, the way they're printed, but that's Trahan Bridges, the wide receiver. Gets a first down over the middle. It's 1st and 10 now at the 45-yard line for the Huskies. Again, the Huskies call every play from the sideline, and everybody just stands and waits and watches as the play's called. And the Huskies settle in. Hostetter in the backfield. Little play action. Gibson rolls. Throws out into the flat. It's picked off. Picked off by Booth. And the Falcons get another turnover. Wow. Just like that. That's the 3rd pick of the game. And check that. That was Chase Nixon, not Booth. Booth's the running back. They have the same number, but one's offense, one's defense. But credit Chase Nixon from La Habra with the interception. And Nixon takes it down to, let's see where they're spotting it now. They're going to spot it right at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 for Cerritos. The Falcons get a spark to start the second half. What a gift. Simpson now in with Booth, the running back. They give the Booth. Booth coming to the near side of the field. Booth has one man to beat, and he is upended out of bounds about the 2 or 3 yard line. Nice run there by Devon Booth. So now the Falcons will operate at the 3 yard line. So you have a first down goal to go. They're going to come out in the I formation. Lawson in the backfield, the pitch to Booth. Booth tries to cut back. He's brought down. He's thrown for a loss on that one. He's way back at the 10-yard line. That's going to be about an 8-yard loss, 7-yard loss, and the ball is at the 9. So 2nd down and goal from the 9-yard line. See what the Falcons call now. Substitution in. I'm looking for a fade on either side of the end zone on 2nd and goal from the 9. The pitch to Booth. He's going to run it, but again, he's out at the 5, maybe the 6. Gains about maybe 3 yards. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and goal. He's run out of bounds at the 6-yard line. So this is a big play for the Falcons. I mean, yeah, 1st and goal at the 2, you should be in. Now you're back at the 6 on a 3rd down goal. Simpson looks. This is a fade out to the corner of the end zone, incomplete. Good defense there by the Huskies. Back there defending was number 4 for East LA. That's Deontay Knott. Knott's a pretty tall kid, too. So the incomplete pass will bring up a 4th down. The Falcons look for a field goal. Into the ball game now for Cerritos is Abraham Delgadillo. So they're switching kickers back and forth, keeping everybody in the mix tonight. Ball's down, kick is up, and the signal is good. Time it on the field with 11:28 left in the ball game, and the Falcons get on the board with a field goal to start the second half. The score is now 13-7 in favor of Cerritos. Falcons had a great opportunity there to not so much put this game away, but put a little distance between they and the Huskies. The Huskies can still go ahead on a touchdown here. Every point's precious in this game tonight between these two ball clubs. Again, mirror images of each other offensively and defensively when you look at the numbers. And 3 overtime victories. Overtime for the Huskies. They may get into overtime again tonight. So we'll see where this goes. Kickoff here. This one's going to go into the end zone, touchback, halfway into the end zone. And the ball will come out to the 20-yard line. A little bit of extra stuff going on out there right now. Officials decide boys will be boys and let them play. So the ball's coming out. Was it 25-yard line? So the Huskies, 1st and 10. The Falcons have scored twice now off of turnovers. That's something that's going to haunt the Huskies possibly tonight. 10 points off of turnovers. They only have 13. Hossetter's taken off. Here he goes in the open field. He's got room. Still on his feet. Dragged out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Great run by Hostetter. 45-yard gain. Nice run. And it was effortless. It was like he wasn't even running very fast, but he was. He was motoring, man. Going in and out, following his blocks. Great run. In the first half, Hostetter had 34 yards. Add another 45. He's up to 79 tonight. They're going to give him a blow right now. High snap is a busted play. Now it's fumbled, but it's recovered by the Huskies. On the recovery was Daniel Soto from Bassett High School. Wow. That could have been disastrous. Another turnover, possibly, but luckily the Huskies recovered. A yard loss on the errant play, and it's 2nd and 11 now. Quick pass over the middle, incomplete. And it's going to bring up 3rd down 11 now. The Huskies need to get a big play here. They need a good possession this time around here. They have to convert. About a 47-yard field goal if they were to attempt one, if they don't gain any yards from here. We'll see. 3rd and 11. Huskies looking for about a good 7-8 yard play here. Getting field goal range. Going for it all over the middle, incomplete. So let's see what they do now. Pass intended for Jalen Brown, number 81, Westfield, Texas. And they're going to go for it. They're not even going to bother bringing out the kicking team and attempting a 47-yarder. Again, the Huskies, they called their plays in from the sideline. The white glove guy out there. Defensive coordinator calling plays. Hossetter. Little fake play action there. Pass is complete. Is it? Did he catch it? Yes, he did. First down, Huskies. Washington with the reception from La Habra. And he'll be going to Sacramento State next year.
First and 10 from the 13.
So first and 10 now for East Los Angeles, looking to take the lead here. Pitch, coming to the near side of the field, going to get down to the 5. On the carry, number 18, DeAndre Knox. So Knox gets down. He's going to be second down, call it 1.5 yards. Very close. Second down. I'm sure they're going to go for the end zone here. Gibson rushing, throws across the field, and it's incomplete. It was caught, but it was caught out of bounds. It was beyond the end zone, so it'll bring up third down and about 1.5, 2 yards. They're very close. Maybe a little off tackle here might get them the first down. They're going to have to work on it. Or just go for the end zone. Ball's at the 5. They need to get to the 3.5 for a first down. Gibson. Fade to the corner of the end zone. They could throw a flag on that, and they did. I thought they should have. Pass interference, I believe, is going to go against the Falcons. And number 26 was back there defending. That's Jamal Blendman. And that's going to go against Cerritos. So it's going to be half the distance to the goal. And so the ball, it'll be an automatic first down, number 1. And besides that, it'll be half the distance to the goal for the first down. So it'll be first and goal from the 2-yard line. It can't be third down. It is first down. I heard the PA guy say it's a third down, but it's not. Quarterback sneak by Gibson, and everybody's in on it. Dog pile, the whole bit, maybe a yard gain. I don't know about these chains tonight, everybody. Can't depend on them. The side marker should be laid down. They finally lay him down. It's going to be second and goal. Ball is at the 1-yard line. Clock still runs. There's 7 minutes and 28 left here in the third quarter. Plenty of time. Another pile up. No signal yet. The Falcons are saying nothing, and the officials agree. So there's about a half-yard gain. You can't get much closer than that. The ball is about 6 inches from the goal line. If I'm the Falcons, I'd even jump the snap count if I try to guess it and go for it, because you can't get any closer. They'll give you half the distance to the goal. Maybe you will guess right. Hossetter this time. Nope, Gibson. It was a fake, and Gibson in the end zone for a touchdown for the Huskies. They tie the game at 13. This is a crucial extra point here. They have to convert this extra point. So this is the biggest play of the game right here so far. Ochoa. He missed it. He missed it. We just talked about it. He blew the extra point. I don't know if it was the holder or if it just was shifted or somebody touched it, but he missed it. 13-13 tie. Now the Huskies have had what? 3 out of 4 games went into OT. It's still too early to be talking about OT, but if the game ended right now, it would be an OT. Regulation ended, that is. 13-13 to score with 6:41 left here in the third quarter. Wow. I did not think he was going to miss that for 1 second. Unbelievable. Things just can't break the Huskies' way tonight. Teeing it up is Andres Banda. He will kick off. Ball looks like it's going deep, but not in the end zone. Coming out with it, Marcus Minor. Look at Minor go, man. He's still on his feet, crosses the 35, just short of the 40-yard line. The Falcons take over good field position at the 39-yard line. So you may as well say the game is now 0-0 with 6:31 to go in the third quarter because we're in a tie. So no advantage yet. We'll see what happens. Falcons football. The Falcons are driving up and down the field in the first half. They haven't been doing much of that yet here in the second half. Even late in the first half, they kind of stop. They got to get it back, get the ball moving. East LA still going with a 3-man front, and only 2 of the linemen are down. And they still stop Booth after a 1-yard gain. Literally, just 2.5 guys up front. I know the backers are coming up a little bit once the ball snapped when they see run, but there's nobody up there. And you have 2 down linemen on the offensive right side and 1 guy standing up on the left side. It's almost like you don't need a guard on the right side. Nobody in front of them. Here's a little play action that's tipped, incomplete. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 9. Falcons can't catch a break. So the Falcons need to convert right here. They need to convert this 3rd down. It's going to be a pass. Simpson looking, steps up, has to throw. Pass is intercepted. Intercepted. And it was a good fight for that ball. It wasn't like it was just thrown errant. It was a good fight. And we're talking number 21 there. And that is the only guy. And John Van Gassen even told me, Ed, that 21 is not on the roster tonight for East LA, so we can't give him credit. But good catch there. Good fight for the football. And East LA's back in business, man. 5:50 to go. 13-13 tie. The Huskies. Well, the Falcons have forced 3 turnovers, and the Huskies have forced 2. Hostetter in the backfield. He gets the ball, and he's brought – no! Gibson keeps it, and Gibson's going to go in for a touchdown. Unbelievable. 42-yard touchdown run. What a great fake by Hostetter. And Gibson takes it all the way, and the Huskies take the lead. The first time they take the lead. And they're up 19-13 now. And will the Huskies go for two? Yes, they will. I don't see the kicker out there. There's no oh, yeah, he's come out now. And it's a different kicker this time. I don't know what happened to the other kicker. 32 came out and kicked it last time. Now we got the big kid that kicked off earlier from La Habra. Andres Banda. Or check that. Let me see. Is that good? Yes, indeed. All right. Check that. That's Andres Banda. That's number 40, I believe. Or was that? No, Daniel Morales from La Habra. So it's 20-13, just like that. In a matter of about 2 minutes. And the Huskies take the lead 20-13. You know, coming into today, the Huskies, we know, have been battle-tested. They played in close games the last 3 weeks straight. In the first game, they blew somebody out. They blew Compton out, scored 54 points. But today, I mean, those games that they lost or played in overtime, the last 3 is what got them ready for a bloodbath tonight. This is a brawl here. Nobody's able to really get away with anything. Nobody's able to get out in front to a big lead. But this is, besides Cerritos leading 10-0, the Huskies have turned it around. They're up by 7 now. Minor again. He's on the carry. He fumbles the football, and the Huskies, no. The Falcons got it back. Wow, it was fumbled twice. They're saying he's down back here in the – no, he was down. He never fumbled. The one referee is pointing straight to the ground as he comes out to the 35-yard line. So there was never a fumble, although I don't think he was down. I think his legs were still in the air when the ball came out. But if his elbow hit, then it was down. It was so bam. But – man, the Huskies almost with a big break right there. That would have definitely, they would have scored on that one, that turnover. That would change things considerably here tonight. Simpson hands off to Booth. Booth gets about an 8-9 gain. Again, the spot is everything. So we'll call it 8. And it'll be 2nd down and 2. Give it to the Huskies. Never saying die. I'm telling you, that first half, it looked like it was going to be all Falcons, and they've hung tough tonight. Pass is thrown, and the pass is incomplete. Falcons want a penalty, and they could have got one. There was a lot of hand checking going on downfield, but nothing thrown. Stride for stride action out there. That's what you want to see with the receivers and the defensive backs. So 3rd down and 2. The Falcons now have to concentrate on just getting a first down. That was a good play call, though. You got to go for it on 2nd down and short. You have to. Go deep. Now you need 3 yards. And nothing doing. Falcons tried, nothing. That was Doss. And Doss brought down very quickly in the backfield. That was Williams, the linebacker from New Jersey, and he threw him down for a big loss there. It was 3rd and 2. Now it's 4th down 8, so a 6-yard loss. And the Falcons will punt. Wow, that was crazy. And now there's a flag on the field, and I think it's going to go against East Los Angeles. We'll see. A player came in, left his feet. I don't know what exactly. I didn't see the whole thing. I was watching the ball, but I did see a player leave his feet trying to break the wedge and did a flip. I don't know what the interpretation is going to be. This is going to be an interesting call here. Now the white hat's going over to one of the side judges. I don't know if the side judge threw the flag or the ref threw it. Let's find out. Personal foul, Huskies. I think he tried to hurdle the wedge, and I don't think you can do that. Puts a lot of people at health in peril when you leave your feet. So it's talk about getting lucky. The Falcons are lucky because they get the ball back, plus a big fat penalty, puts them in Husky territory at the 47-yard line. So, great call by Cerritos, getting the first down on a punt. Simpson with a pass into the flat. Pass is caught. Just shy of a first down. On the receiving end, that's Noah Sanchez, a sophomore.
Pass complete to number 9, Noah Sanchez.
Sanchez gets it out to the 40-yard line. The Falcons are driving. The Falcons need points right now. They better get points out of this if they want to stay in this ball game. The Huskies got a lot of momentum right now. Here's to give the Booth again. He spins his way out of it. Short gain. And that was not Booth. That was Michael Hayes, the freshman running back. Hayes played for St. John Bosco, one of the top teams in the nation right now. They're ranked number 2 behind Modern Day, of all things. Southern California's a hotbed. The national championship in high school football has run through Southern California for about the last 5 years, sans the COVID year, because nobody in California was allowed to play. Otherwise, they had another national championship added to their mantle, the Modern Day Monarchs. Here on 1st and 10, and a Falcon receiver just loses his mind and takes 2 steps forward, a wide receiver. I believe that's Doss, and that's very uncharacteristic of him to do that. That's a 5-yard penalty. Your team's down by 7 points, and the clock's running in the third quarter. He just got the wrong snap count in his head. That's it. That's all that was. So 1st and 15 for the Falcons. The ball's at the 42-yard line. A delayed give to the running back through, and that's Hayes. And Hayes gets the first down to the 25-yard line. Nice run. Michael Hayes did not get any carries in the first half, but boy, he's making up for it now. So the Falcons now, 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Hayes still in the backfield along with Simpson. Simpson looking downfield into the corner. He has Doss open. Touchdown, Cerritos! Nice throw, great catch. 25-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are 1 point from tying things up with 1:38 left here in the third quarter of play. Great pass. Doss just got out behind the defender and made the catch. What more can you say? The Falcons got the swinging gate going right now. It looks like they were going to go for 2, but don't be fooled. And the Huskies had 12 men on the field. One guy just ran off, man. He got off just in time. Ball is down. The extra point is up. And the extra point is good. Timeout on the field. 1:38 left here in the third quarter play. 20 is the score. So both teams average about 38 points a game. Both teams average points allowed 24 points a game. Right now, they both hit their defensive number pretty close. Who's going to get the 38 first? That's going to be the winner. That was a great pass, man. That was a good call at that juncture, this juncture in the game. Perfect. So 2020 game. We're still at 0, man. Nobody's got an advantage after all this time, 3 straight quarters. Blow for blow. This is one of those games where the last guy to have the ball may win the game. Pretty much. So the ball's in the end zone, and they're going to bring it out at the 25-yard line, and the Huskies will operate once again. Well, the Huskies scoring 2 touchdowns. The Falcons getting 1 here in the third quarter. Kind of like the first quarter. The first quarter started out, a lot of scoring, a lot of movement of the ball. Now we're having it in the third. Let's hope it continues in the fourth quarter. We want entertainment. I know the teams on the field just want to win. Gibson and Hossetter in the backfield. Hossetter with the carry. Going up the gut. Little spin. 3 guys on him. Finally brought down. Making the tackle for the Falcons. Keyshawn Abreu, or check that, I'm sorry, Giovanni De Leon. Got guys with the same numbers on offense and defense, so De Leon made the stop on that play. Yeah, a little help from a couple buddies, but he definitely had him around the ankles first, pulling him down. So clock running, 1:09 to go, 2nd down 6. They give the Hossetter again. No, Gibson keeps it, pulls it back, and that was a hard pull. Gibson has 1 man to beat. And he does not beat him, pushed out of bounds by number 5, Milo Lopez. Lopez pushes him out of bounds, and let's see, are they going to bring it back? Was there a flag on that play? Yeah, there was. Still don't see the laundry on the field. They picked that up too quick. So obviously it's going against East Los Angeles, which will negate the run. That was a great run. About 35 yards on that run. Wow, holding call of all things. But maybe that's why Gibson got that big run. Somebody was hanging on to somebody else. He couldn't make the tackle. Doesn't make any sense. I guess the holding came after the run because it's 1st and 10 now, and they brought it all the way back to the 35. Pass out in the flat to Hossetter. Hossetter puts his head down and picks up 10 yards. Should be a 1st down. Ball's right at the 45. Now the lineman's walking it just to the other side of the 45, but he did get the 1st down. So the Huskies on the move. Sheffield now in the backfield as the running back, along with Gibson, the quarterback. Now the officials stop it as the third quarter ends here from Cerritos College. 20 is the score. We're going to go into the fourth quarter and take away the 2s, and it's 0-0, man. Nobody's got the advantage yet in this ball game. Looks like we're going to be in for an exciting fourth quarter, man. I just can't imagine the Huskies going into a 4th overtime game in a row. In a row. You can have 4 in a year, but, man, 4 in a row? Seriously? No. Not buying it. The world champion Cerritos College cheerleaders are on the field, on the sideline here, entertaining the crowd. It's always good to have a world champion in the house. They were the top cheerleading crew of 2022 this year. Brought home the big prize. Falcons are trying to do the same thing right now. All right, right now the Huskies have the football and a fresh 15. This is it, everybody. This is what you want. This is what you're watching for. You got a game, and it's going into the fourth quarter. Neither team is giving up, man. Nobody. Gibson, hands off. That's Sheffield with the carry. Sheffield picks up some yardage. Picks up 5 yards. Bring up second down and 5 now at midfield. Honstetter will be in the backfield. They're still waiting for the play to be called in, man. Time's burning. Gibson looking to pass. He's under pressure. Rolls out. Throws across his body. And there's a fight for it out of bounds. I don't know who they're going to give it to. And they give it to the Huskies. Man, they got there at the same time. And they both had their feet in bounds. And they both ran out of bounds with the football. And that is a good reception there by Quintavious Workman. It's from Panther Creek, North Carolina. Going to go to the University of Texas El Paso next year. And now there's a penalty on top of that. Personal foul going against the Falcons. Somebody's in trouble tomorrow. Tell you that. So the penalty will march it all the way down to the 29-yard line on a personal foul. Wow, that's the last thing you want to have right now. To give the Hossetter, he's got some room. Runs off tackle on the far side of the field, brought down. See what kind of yardage they're going to give him on that. 6-yard gain, second down and 4 now. Hostetter again with the ball, running off tackle to the far side of the field, lowers his head, gets the first down, crosses the 15-yard line, down to the 14. First down. So the Falcons will take it with 12:55 left in a 20-20 tie. First down 10. Ball's on the 14-yard line with the Huskies threatening. What a turn of events. I'll tell you right now, the way the game was going in that first quarter, I thought the Falcons were going to do it in a runaway, but nothing. East LA's just not having it. Nothing doing, man. So it's decision time. It's a chess match right now. The Huskies want a touchdown. They don't want no field goal here. There's no way. They got to get 6. And Cerritos just has to stop them. Hostetter's been the star here so far in the second half with his running, his pass-catching ability. I mean, he's just steady right now offensively for East Los Angeles. The defense has to be real honest because Gibson can take off at any given moment and get big yards. So it's quite the dilemma for the Falcons, but they better figure it out and figure it out now. The pitch to the far side and a nice tackle, 18 on 13. That was DeAndre Knox with the carry. And it looks like Zyler Thornton with the stop. Thornton just grabbed him, threw him out of bounds. Didn't give him a chance to get any yards on that play. They gave him 1 2nd and 9 now. Ball at the 14. Check that, the 13. Hussitter in the backfield with Deontay Knott. Gibson looking. He's being chased. Has some time, throws it away. He had a man coming across over the top, but he just couldn't get it to him. Under heavy pressure. The intended receiver, number 81, is Jalen Brown. We've called his number several times tonight. Incomplete pass stops the clock again with 12 minutes to go. And if I'm East LA, I don't want the clock to stop right now. I'm about to score. I want that clock running, and then I need a stop. 3rd down 9. Play action pass. Pass to the corner of the end zone. Nothing doing. Check that. The corner of the pylon there. And the pass was there. The receiver just didn't turn in time. Started to get by him, and it took him out of bounds. 4th down. The Huskies will have to kick a field goal here with 11:59 left. Here we go. It's a 31-yard attempt. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Wow. Great kick right there. Ethan Rodriguez, 46, with the field goal. Puts East LA in front, 23-20 with 11:54 left in the ball game. Lot of time. Tons of time. Let's see what the Falcons do with it. And the Huskies aren't out of this by any stretch. If the Falcons get a touchdown on this one, they're going to be chasing it. But if the Falcons kick a field goal, it'll be tied, and it's going to come down to the last possession. Andres Banda will kick off. And the ball is received at the 10-yard line. Ball is brought out to the 32, 1st and 10. On the return for Cerritos, number 14, Davis. Davis gives the Falcons pretty decent field position. And we'll see what they do with it. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Falcons have to march this down the field and score. Simpson looks. Simpson looking still. Lets it fly. Almost picked off. Almost picked off. Intended for Doss. Waiting for it was Trey Colburn. Colburn was just standing there waiting. He's going to Baylor next year, Colburn is. I do believe Oklahoma State did beat Baylor today, and they should have. Ranked number 9th in the country. Baylor's number 16, but what a tough loss for Baylor today. So the incomplete pass will bring up 2nd down. Booth with the carry, nothing. Absolutely nothing. We have an injury timeout. One of the Huskies has a bad wheel right now. He's straight down on his stomach. And trying to see, number 19 just standing in my way. And it looks like he might have a cramp, or is it a knee? Oh, no, that's a knee. That does not look good. Unfortunately for the Huskies, that's number 44 laying down on his back. That's Daniel Barales, defensive lineman, sophomore from La Habra. You hate to see these type of injuries. See if they can get him up. And his left leg's going to be he'll walk off a little gingerly. That's a good sign that he's up right away. And he's trying to walk it off. The injuries are hard, man. They're tough. But he's walking off under his own power. Nobody's helping him, so that's a great sign right there. Hopefully he'll be okay. Injuries are part of it, part of the game. All right, third down. This is it for the Falcons right here for now. Either they convert or they don't. They won't be going for it on fourth down this deep in their own territory. Pass over the middle, complete. First down for the Falcons. Great grab there by number 7, Dylan Lauer. Lauer, a freshman from Downey, went right over the middle and caught a bullet. First down at the 49-yard line for the Falcons. They had to convert that to keep the drive alive. Under 11 minutes now. East LA blitzes. Booth trying to get to the outside, trying to break a tackle, slips back inside, goes up the middle, almost gets a first down. That is some great running right there. Every twist and turn he had in his arsenal of weapons, he used right there, and he ended up getting about 8 yards on the carry. Amazing. So second down 3. They gave him a 7-yard spot there, which is really good. He really busted his gut right there, man. I don't know how he spun that many times, twisted and turned, and didn't hurt anything. Amazing. Second down short. Huskies show blitz. They give the Booth, and Booth gets to about the 40-yard line. Going to be about a yard shy of a first down. Going to be third down and 1. So this is a big play right here. They're all big. Third and 1. To give the Booth. Booth cuts it up. First down. Booth breaks another tackle, and he's out across the 30 down to the 28. So the Falcons keep the drive alive. Clock running. 9 minutes to go. 23-20 Huskies. Cerritos looking very, very good on this drive. Very confident group right now. Little play action fake. Again, going to the corner. Has a man out of bounds. Too far. The pass was caught, but it was way too deep to Tyron Bates. And that'll bring up second down and 10. That was a good throw to the corner. Just a little too far. Just a little bit. The Huskies really disguising their defensive assignments well. Sometimes they'll show a 3-man front, but 5 will come. Hayes in the backfield. In there's a blocking back. And the attempted pass was blocked. Incomplete pass. 3rd down 10. So the Falcons have another tough situation here with 3rd and 10. 8:27 to go. The Huskies have been moving the football well here in the second half. They've outscored the Falcons 16-7 here in the second half so far. Again, Hayes in the backfield. 3 receivers flanked out to the far side. One of them's a tight end. He's in the slot. The receiver set on the far side is stacked. Simpson looking, plenty of time. Has this man. Touchdown Falcons. Touchdown Cerritos. Michael Bruner, wide receiver from Long Beach, Wilson. Catches the ball for a touchdown. That was a huge 3rd down conversion. Unbelievable. Wow. Touchdown pass good for 24 yards. And now the extra point. This is a crucial extra point. Kick is up, and the kick looks, oh, he missed it! He missed it! Hits the upright. Hits the upright and bounces back. 26-23 now the score. And you know what that means? Overtime. I know the crew over here is just going like, man, you had to say it, Rich. You had to say it. We've done this game 3 weeks in a row. East LA's been in 3 overtimes in a row. One of them was a double overtime. One was a triple. One was a whatever, 8. What do they call that? Ed, come on. You're the professor up here. But anyways, regardless of the fact, East LA could kick a field goal and force overtime, or they could score a touchdown and take the lead. We'll see what happens. And that's just for the crew's sake right here. I'm just letting them know what's going on. Leave it to East Los Angeles, man. 26-23, Falcons would lead. 8:22 left here in the ball game. Here we go. The Falcons are smart. They kick it away from Moore. He drops the kickoff. He drops. And here we come to the near side of the field. We have penalty markers on the field. We got bodies flying everywhere. We got guys fighting at the 30. This is great. This is football, man. Hardcore at its best. Looks like the penalty is going to go against the Huskies. Either it's going to be a personal foul or an illegal block. Which is it? The coaching staff from the Huskies are out on the field. What are they calling? Holding Huskies. All right. What's going to happen? You going to take it? What are you going to do here? All right, they move ball back to the 10-yard line. That's where the Huskies are going to operate. They got a long way to go, but that's not to say they can't do it. They've been moving the ball well here in the second half of play. All right, we're all set. Simpson has Hayes in the backfield. Or check that, I'm sorry. That's Stetler. Pass out in the flats complete. And goes for first down yardage. On the receiving end of that, Tyson Schilling. Schilling's from Minnesota. He's going to go to Iowa Western next season. It's good to see these kids moving on to other, Division 4-year schools to play football. They're getting their scholarships in. A lot of them have them. Wish I had time to read through this list. There's a ton of them from both sides of the football field tonight. Honstetter was fake to him. Pass is complete out in the flat. That is to Moore. Moore gets close to the 30. They're going to mark it down at the 29-yard line. Second down and 2. So now the Huskies have the opportunity to go downfield a little bit on second and short. I would certainly at least throw a pass to midfield. Try to chop this thing down a little bit. Falcons up 3 points, 26-23. Honstetter with the ball gets knocked down. No gain. Third down and 2. So Honstetter gets just met at the line of scrimmage pretty much. Clock continues to run. To give the Honstetter, here he goes, going to the far side off tackle. He gets the first down as he crosses the 31. First down. Clock is running. Huskies change up in the backfield right now. Looks like Knott's in the backfield now for the Huskies. Pass wide open and caught to the 45-yard line. Nice completion there. That goes to Quantavious Workman from Panther Creek. He's going to the University of Texas El Paso next year, UTEP. That's the pass I was talking about a little earlier. Get it out to midfield. Take that short yardage situation on second down. Make something happen. They did just that. They're at the 45-yard line of the Falcons with 4:50, and the clock is running. Little fake. Gibson keeps it, and he's knocked down about a yard shy of a first down. Nice run. Wow, what a game. Second down, a yard to go gives the Huskies a little room to play now. They can go downfield if they want, or they could just play the short yardage and go for the first down and keep it slow and steady. Either way, they're burning time. They want to punch this in with a second to go. Under 4 minutes. Huskies ball, second and short. Ball at the 41. Or check that, 36 of Cerritos. Honstetter goes straight up the gut, picks up 2 or 3 yards for a first down. So the Huskies, this is a perfect drive if you look at it for what it was. The Huskies got the ball back with like 6:52 to go, and they're still driving. They've cut the timeline in half now. Clock still running. They're at the 32. Gibson to throw. Intercepted and dropped. Intercepted and dropped. Wow. That could have put things away there. That was Chandler Nixon, the free safety, freshman from La Habra. Nixon, one of the best defensive players on this team. He leads the team in tackles. By far. By far. Usually sure-handed, but that was just tough. Second down, 10 to go. Clock is stopped on the incomplete pass. Now the officials are stopping the clock. I don't see anybody call a timeout. They're not assessing it to anybody. The officials are checking the spot is what they're doing. All right, ball back in play. Maury Rams is in the backfield now from Monrovia High. Nice play out of the backfield. First down, pass complete there, number 18 to DeAndre Knox. Knox came in the ball game. He started in the I, then he got in an offset I, then he just ran out into the flat. Nobody saw him. Perfect pass. First down, clock running, 2:51 to go. The Huskies are now down to the 21-yard line, 1st and 10. This is an excellent drive. This is the same set they ran last time, except nobody moved out of the I. The give, fake the Honstetter, so this is a play action. Gibson going, eludes a tackler, and he gets out of bounds very, very close to a first down where it could be 1st and goal. I know the Huskies are behind by 3. There's 2:20 to go, but you don't want to score too quickly. And now we have a holding penalty, and that's one way not to score quickly. Get a penalty called. So it's still going to be a first down because apparently he got it. Or check that. That wasn't. I'm going to drag it back. All right. So it's going to be 1st and 20. So the Huskies have put themselves in a little bit of a mess here with 2:06 to go. They got a first down and 20. They had a first down and 10 at the 21. Now they're out to the 31. The Falcons are going to blitz. And the give goes to number 30. We just talked about him, Maury Rams. Rams, a sophomore from Monrovia. Picks up a few yards. Not enough, though. It's 2nd down. 2nd down and call it 15. A 5-yard gain. Honstetter's in the ball game in the backfield, and he'll still be back there with Rams, Maury Rams. What a name. Last name Rams. It's a good football name, I guess. Honstetter goes in motion. He's out open in the flat. Gibson looking downfield, looking, plenty of time, throws, passes caught, but it doesn't go for very much. He might have gotten 3 yards on that. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down now. So the ball's spotted at the 23-yard line. 3rd down. This is a huge play right here for East LA with 1:08 to go in the game. They're down by 3. This is it. This is everything right now. Honstetter in the ballgame in the backfield. A little fake. Pass is underthrown, but caught, and he got it. Touchdown. He got it. There was holding inside, but they didn't throw the flag. And a touchdown as he touches the pylon, and the Huskies take the lead. Now, we've been talking about this tonight quite a bit, but this is a huge extra point. If they don't make the extra point, it leaves the door open for Cerritos to drive downfield and kick a field goal, tie this game, and go into overtime. Big extra point. Rodriguez. Ball down. Kick is up. Kick is good. Looks good from here. It is good. Timeout on the field. 1 minute. 1 second left. That's 61 seconds, everybody. 30-26, East Los Angeles. Can the Falcons respond? We'll find out right now. It's an uphill one. I'm telling you right now. If I'm East Los Angeles, I'm kicking that ball as far as I can out of the end zone. I don't want anybody returning it. The Falcons have had good returns all night. Past the 30 every single time. East LA was just hanging around and hanging around and hanging around, and now we'll see if the Falcons can respond. Underspond in now. We'll kick off. Great ball game. I'm glad you all joined us tonight for this game. A lot of games, 40-0, 45-7. Not this one. Cerritos has a chance to win it. Remember, the last one, I figured last one carries the ball tonight's going to win this game or come close to it. Squib kick up the middle. Taking at the 25. And now trying to break to the outside. And the ball is returned about the 43-yard line. That's Marcus Minor from Lakewood getting it all the way out with 55 seconds left and 2 timeouts. That's the key thing. You got 2 timeouts. So you got 1 to play with, and then you got 1 to set up either, well, forget the field goal. There is no field goal. It's a 4-point game. So you got 2 timeouts to help you out if you get stuck in midfield and can't get out of bounds. That's it. Now, the official is talking to Simpson about what? I don't have a clue. And Booth, oh, they're going to add some time to the clock right now. No? All right, they're set. Simpson has plenty of time. Throws deep, has a man. Oh, they should throw the flag. That is terrible. Unbelievable. You hear the boo birds out there? That was definitely a penalty. The Huskies bumped the Cerritos wide receiver. I don't know if the fish are going to say the ball wasn't catchable. It's not catchable if they bump you. It's over his head, but it doesn't matter. He was bumped. You can't touch him. You can't say he can't catch it if he's getting bumped. Wow. That could go either way, man, and it didn't. Not for the Falcons. There's Booth crossing midfield, gets the first down to the 46. And this is one of those situations where the Falcons going to have to burn a timeout, and they do. The Huskies are trying to say they got a fumble. The officials haven't made a call on the field. All right, there's no fumble. That was a make-believe fumble. The Huskies were wishing they had that fumble. It's not a fumble. The Falcons need about 20 yards to get in the field goal range. They stopped the play. Somebody called timeout. They haven't said who. Okay, so East LA got a timeout. Not going to much matter. They each have 2 left. Cerritos are going to need it. They have a 1st and 10. So the Falcons will probably have to get down to about the 25-yard line if they're going to kick a field goal. That would make it a 42-yarder. That's about I think the range of the kickers. We'll see. See if it comes into play. 32 seconds left. They give the Doss. Doss trying to get to the near side of the field. He's running like a wild man. Nobody can bring him down. Look at him go. First down, 12-yard gain inside the 35 down to the 34. That was Booth, by the way. And we have an injured player on the field. Looks like an offensive lineman. Booth with some great running. Man, he ran hard. He wanted to get to the end zone. He was busting it. He's got his team down now to the, let's see where they got, the marker isn't up. I guess he's down at the 34 where they're going to spot it. That'd be a 51-yarder if you're looking for a field goal at the end. And the injured Cerritos College lineman is up and walking off, which is great to see. Adrian Manzo from Mayfair. 6'6", 340 pounds. Imagine that. It's like a small city walking around all day. His knee looks okay. Probably got a sprain in there. It's a nasty game in that line. I'm telling you, you got a lot of 300-plus pounders in there. A lot of these guys going 340, 330, 350. Somebody's going to get it. 1st and 10. Not much time left. Simpson. Play action. Looking. Throws. Just off the fingertips of Booth. Oh, one more step and he would have had that. He'd have been gone. 19 seconds remain. Falcons have one timeout. Field goal does not matter. There's still plenty of time. You have a timeout left. You got 19 seconds. Even without a timeout, 19 seconds is at least 2 plays. With the timeout, it's 3. Low snap, little fake, and sacked! No fumble, he was down. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And I believe Cerritos had to burn their last timeout. This is bad position. They're going to have to throw the ball to the sideline now. Even if it's a little short, throw it. You got to get inside the 30. If you want to have a chance at, well, not even that. You got to go for the touchdown. 4-point game. So you got 2 shots at the end zone. So each ball must go into the end zone or be at the sideline, one or the other. If you go to the sideline, you might get 3 passes. But the last pass has to be in the end zone. Or you just go for it now. Grossfield has something to think about right now. I wouldn't want to be in his shoes. I'd like to thank everybody for watching tonight's game on sportsnetusa.net. Be sure to pin it to the top of your television or your computer so you can watch games every week here. sportsnetusa.net. This is a huge play right here. Ball's at the, where'd they mark it finally? It's at the 38-yard line. 3rd down, 15 seconds left. You got 2 plays. Doesn't matter where this play. Oh, here we go again. Another stoppage. Timeout, East LA. Why not? You got 15 seconds left anyway. Coach Grossfeld is not happy right now, man. He's barking at his troops. This is the longest 15 seconds of a game as I can remember. This is your best play right here. 2 shots at it. No timeouts. This ball's either going in the end zone or it's going to the sideline. They're only going to rush 3. The edge, they came off the edge, and a sack. Ball's fumbled. Falcons fall on it, and that's going to do it. The game's going to end right there. And the Huskies have defeated Cerritos College 30-26. No overtime tonight. Wow, and the Huskies stormed the field, and what a way to end that game. Defensively at the last play. And the Huskies are jubilant and having a good time. The officials are gone. And that's it, man. What a game, an emotional ball game. And I don't think they're going to shake hands tonight. Man, that's not good at all. Well, that's it. The final score here from Cerritos College, the East Los Angeles Huskies defeat the Falcons 30-26 in an exciting ball game. On behalf of everybody here at SportsNetUSA.net, I'm Rich Estrella saying so long from your friends here at SportsNetUSA.net. See you next week.